Alam ko nasa isip ninyo, bakit ngayon lang? So, bakit nga ba ngayon lang natin nailabas ang isa sa pinakasikat na automatic ng Yamaha, NMax? Okay, sarap bigkasin. NMax. Parang pangalan ng isang superhero na sasagip sa atin laban sa perwisyo ng lipunan, ang masangsang na traffic. Pangalan pa lang may dating ni NMax. Ang totoo, yung rason ay pareho din kung bakit late na lumabas ang Sniper sa Makina. Kasi lumabas ang NMax sa Pinas late 2015. Ang Makina pinanganak mga gitna ng 2017. Alanganin, di ba? Nag-aabang ako ng bago. Umasa ako na pagpalo ng 2018 may mga balibalita na. 2019 na, wala pa rin balita. So, naisip ko na humiram ng NMax sa Yamaha Philippines nang mas maintindihan ko ang rason kung bakit ang lakas ng following nito. Especially after nung nilabas ko yung Aerox video. Halos 4,000 to 5,000 units kada buwan on average ang sold ng NMax. Now, I don't have the exact time frame pero pumalo sila sa ganun for a time. Noong lumabas siya ng 2015, isa na siya sa mga nauna sa Pilipinas na may ABS in that category. And during that time, NMax na yung pinakamataas na displacement na may Blue Core technology. Blue Core. Sarap din bigkasin. Blue Core. Blue Core. Excuse me. Alam mo yung Blue Core?
Ano yun?
Blue Core. Blue car naman yan. For the specs, it's quite similar to the Aerox 155cc liquid-cooled 4-valve engine. It's got VVA, variable valve actuation. It's got Blue Core, more power, less fuel. It's fuel injected. Bragging rights for the NMax. It has the first rear disc brake on an ASEAN automatic market. First automatic model siya with ABS as standard equipment in ASEAN. And you know me, di ba? I've been harping about ABS for safety for the longest time. Kasi alam mo, katwiran ng iba, maliit naman yung motor di na mahirap preno yan, di na kailangan ng ABS. Are you kidding? Sa dami ng test ride sa Makina na maliliit na motor, you will see how rear drum brakes have a propensity to skid. This got my attention then, and I feel ABS should be the norm already. So kudos to Yamaha for taking this on as early as 2015. NMax. At the start, when I was staring at this scoot for about a few minutes straight and just looking at it, I always felt that this looked a bit on the, how would you say? I mean, especially compared to the Aerox, which we got to feature first. As you stare at it long enough, then you'll see why this design has been working for a lot of people. It's alluring, it's like inviting you in. Alam mo yung ganon? May mga design kasi na parang simula, boom, diba? Like the Aerox. Nice and sporty, and it'll make you look at it. This one, especially with the color scheme, it's gray and silver. In traffic or in the city, it'll pass by you and you're like gonna take a look and then what was that again? You know what I mean? So design wise, it's more on the, I would say it's not aggressive like Aerox, a bit more on the conservative side, which is why I think it works and appeals well to a lot of Pinoys who don't want anything as striking yet elegant. I think yun yung word dun. But tignan mo naman yan. I mean, anywhere you look at it, there's some sort of angle that works, right? Like shook, chak, 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 chak. So yeah, look at the head, huh? Blue Core. Nice ample room here. Look at the gauge. Nice. It's pretty straight up, man. It works with a whole. It's clean, simple. Yeah, you just gotta appreciate it. Got your odometer. Oh, V-belt trip, your average fuel consumption. Yeah, it's pretty straight up. It truly is the little brother of the X-Max. So you've got to reset stuff. It's this. Just 2 buttons to worry about. That's it. Blue Core. Take a look at the seats. I actually prefer this material over this one. This is not X-Max seat level. It would have been cool if it was like this all the way. But I kind of also am digging the two-tone. Gives a bit contrast somewhat. This is matte and this is a bit shiny. Under the seats, spring loaded over there. Nice and spacious. Just for reference. Full face helmet. Nope. Let's try it this way. Still no. This maybe. Aha. that's the position. So, if you're like me, na pagkakakuha mo lang ng helmet at medyo ayaw mo siya magasgas, you can put like 2 strips here of 3M tape, red side up, or maybe a little rubber mat there para hindi na siya magas. May manipis lang, pang dining table, that rubbery placemat. Pretty spacious here. Full face helmet, check. Blue core. Dual limits. Can put a few coins in here. That's about it. This is much deeper. That's how deep. Yep, phone, maybe a little plastic bottle for your water. Hope it won't turn on. There. Safety. So, saan pumepwesto ang NMax in the whole scheme of Yamaha automatics? The best-selling Yamaha automatic would be the Yamaha Mio I. In fact, it's the #1 selling automatic in the Philippines. Actually, let me correct that. Data released in the last 12 months show that the Mio I is already currently the best-selling MC across the board in the Philippines in rolling sales. So, kung naka Mio I ka, what's next after owning one for a few years? It's either mag-aantay ka ng bagong Mio I or step up ka na. And what are your choices in the Yamaha family? You got the Aerox or the NMax. Some differences of the Aerox and NMax. I'm gonna do a quick comparo here. So, magpo-point system ako dito without giving too much weight per aspect. Meaning, hindi ko na poproblemahin kung mas importante yung gas tank kaysa yung brakes, kaysa yung ilaw and all of that. I'm just gonna do a tank-to-tank, brake-to-brake, wheel-to-wheel type of thing and just score them accordingly. Just a simple comparo. Now, apart from the obvious aesthetics and looks, of course, the NMax is a global model. I mean, this is available in Europe. Aerox naman is made for the ASEAN market, and I don't think this has any bearing with performance, so I'm gonna give them 1 point each for that. Same base engine, 155cc, both liquid-cooled, 4-valve, both with blue core, both dual injected, so I'm gonna give them a point each as well. For the brakes, NMax has front and rear disc brakes. Aerox naman, rear drum brakes and front disc brake. Obviously, I'm gonna give an extra point to the NMax for this, so 2 points for the NMax and another point for the Aerox. NMax naman, dual channel ABS, harap likod ABS siya. Aerox naman, since it's only got a disc brake in front, we have only one ABS. So obviously, an extra point goes to the NMax for this. 2 points for the NMax, 1 point for the Aerox. For the wheels, NMax has smaller ones at 13 inches, while the Aerox has 14. This situation has pros and cons kasi with smaller wheels, your acceleration will be faster because your engine is turning smaller wheels. It's lighter, and the force and the physics and the diameter and all of that, you know? The Aerox naman at 14 inches will have better stability and will react better sa mga lubak-lubak natin dyan. 13-inch wheels will have a lighter feel to it and will affect its handling, so there's gonna be a slight liksi advantage on the NMax over the Aerox with this. For me, the pros and cons have their merits, and for me, it's just, you know, a matter of how you look at it, so I'm gonna give them 1 point each for that. Fuel tank capacity, 6.6 liters for the NMax. Aerox naman has a smaller tank at 4.6. So I will give an extra point to the NMax because of this. Seat naman, NMax is better suited for pillion riders, sa mga gusto mag-tandem dyan. Aerox has a 1.5 seat only. So, you know, I'm coming from a solo rider. I'm not really one to speak sa mga angkas-angkas because I hardly do that. Sa akin lang naman look at the comfort as a solo rider. For me, it's equal. So 1 point each. NMax naman has no SMG. This is Smart Motor Generator. Lumabas na ito sa Aerox. So, pag inandar mo to, it has silent starting. While some will see the positives of this, some won't. Sa akin naman, the whole effort that Yamaha did for this merits an extra point. Kasi hindi lang naman yan parang, oy, meron tayong ganito, salpak natin sa Aerox. I mean, they thought about it, let's put in the Aerox as an improvement, so therefore, I believe that they deserve an extra point for this. Aerox employed further weight-reducing technologies through the detail of their parts and the chassis as well, so mas magaang siya sa NMax despite the bigger wheels at 1.6 kilograms. So, extra point here for the Aerox. Suspension, it's got twin shocks at the rear with completely different measurements and settings, but for me, I think it's serving its purpose for both in the sense na isa mas sporty, isa mas commuter, so I'm gonna give them 1 point each. And of course, the looks, you know, it's got a lot of differences, cockpit tandem grips, headlight design, fuel, etc. So, looks-wise, Aerox ako dyan. Porma talaga eh. Now, as you can see with how the score turned out, there are still more things to consider here, like the price difference between the two. Diyan na papasok kung ano ang mas matimbang sa'yo na features versus the price. And that can be a very personal choice. And then there's also your your own budget to consider. If you ask me, I will give a lot of weight to the brakes. The biggest advantage of the NMax will be the brakes. Pero pag yung Aerox nag-double channel ABS and rear disc brake, I'd probably go for the Aerox. With sportier looking motorcycles, they tend to evolve faster as opposed to conservatively designed ones. People tend to hang on to less aggressive looking bikes longer. Kasi pag aggressive or really super sporty at may bagong labas na look, parang bili agad yung mga tao diba? Now you will see this from 1000cc sport bikes to sub 150cc looking automatics. I mean, ganun talaga. Remember the Yamaha Fino? That was like a steady design for so long kasi classic looking na siya. I'm not saying the NMax is classic looking, but it's really in between classic and sporty. It's just there. So in the end, nagigets ko na kung bakit naging hit ito agad and why some people prefer this to the Aerox. Yung dating niya, itsura niya, it settles in with you. Pag namahay ka na sa NMax, may pakiramdam na magiging matagal mo tong tahanan na walang pressure kung may bagong labas na model ng iba or wala. The design for me can become an iconic one in this millennial era of fast trends and short attention spans. Pantago ika nga. Kaya nga challenge sa Yamaha kung palabas na yung bagong NMax because, this model is loved by many and accepted in the community, earning a lot of respect and trust. So the expectations for the next one, as I can imagine, will be high. This is Zach from Makina Moto Features. Ciao.
Thank you. Okay ba? Eto, sino to? Nandito po tayo ngayon mga kaibigan kasalukuyan. Meron po natutulog dito, pulang buhok, si 22, yung rapper. Natutulog sa gitna ng Petron mga kaibigan.
The Makina Moto Show, featuring the Big Bike Expo in Moto Builds Pilipinas 2019, June 15 and 16 at the SMX Convention Center Manila. See you there.